Gentlemen, it's your girlfriend's favorite DJ D's Tracks in the building. It's time to get ready, y'all. The show is about to begin. The What You Got show featuring my man K. Dot and my man Kyle Steele. Let's get it popping, y'all. Come on.
Ladies and gentlemen, y'all know what it is. It's another edition of the What You Got show. Sorry we missed y'all last week. But let's get to it.
Yeah.
Y'all know what it is. It's K. Dot, aka the Indian Giver. Cause I give it the books and I take it right back.
And it's Kyle Steele, aka Young Library. Y'all know the deal, Young Library. I'm just sitting here getting these buttocks, cause that's what I do. You know what I mean? What you got?
Alright, so listen. We all know that they had the illest versus battle probably ever. Iller than Gladys Knight and Patti LaBelle.
Can't go iller than Gladys. Iller.
No disrespect, but that shit just took us to a zone. And shout out to Swiss and Tim, you know, for continuing to put that together. You know, we just paying homage to the ladies, to the queens of the game. We paying homage to the queens.
Women's History Month. Got to.
You know
got to. Women's History Month, showing love to the ladies. Got to.
You know, gotta show love to the ladies. So we decided that we were going to do a versus battle, What You Got style. We're gonna do the illest features by the women of our cultures of all time. So I know y'all ready for that. So, ladies and gentlemen, what you got?
So we're going to go What You Got, best features from females, right? So I'm going to start it off. Hottest feature, I'm going with Total and Lounging, right? So Total's feature in Lounging was so dope that people don't even realize that the song was called Lounging Remix. People really believe that the song is called Who Do You Love? Because even though LL, one of the GOATs in rap, did his thing, it was Total's voice coming in on the hook. Who do you love? I don't want to disrespect you, Total, but I mean, my voice, I ain't practiced. I ain't. But who do you love? All that type of joint. That's what made it a summer anthem. That's what made it a legendary tune, because Total came in, featured on the joint, and bodied the track. So much so, if you just walked up to somebody like, yo, you remember that lounging joint? They'd be like, what? Be like, yo, who do you love? They'd be like, oh yeah, with Total, because Total did their thing. High feature. Just totally vibe out the Total. Know what I mean? So what you got?
Talk about features. LL's definitely one of the GOATs. You know, no disrespect to LL. You know what I mean? Can't wait to see who they match him up with in the verses. It's going to be real difficult because that brother is truly one of the architects of where we are now in the game, right? And Total, you know, got Jersey roots in him. Shout out to Total. But we going Empire State of Mind. You know what I mean? Talk about hip hop. Talk about New York. From Hell's Kitchen. You know, Alicia Keys out of Hell's Kitchen. Cross the water to Marcy Projects. It don't get no more hip hop than that. You know what I'm saying? You got Jigga Man spitting about Empire State of Mind. You know what I mean? And you got the queen of the keys, Miss Alicia Keys, on the piano. He threw the ollie and she brought it home. It don't get no more Empire State of Mind than Manhattan, New York City, Hell's Kitchen, you know what I mean, to Marcy Projects with Jigga Man Jay-Z, you know, Alicia Keys, Empire State of Mind. You know, you forgot about Frank Sinatra or whatever white dude sang that song because Alicia Keys just made it their own. She just made it her own, like she owned it. As she should, because she truly is one of the queens, you know, of collaborations. You know what I mean? So Jay-Z, Alicia Keys, Empire State of Mind.
Yeah, you know what? As much as Lounger became like a summer anthem, Alicia Keys made that like a state anthem. Like they totally replaced like the Frank Sinatra joint and made it where people made a rap song the state anthem. Like, yeah, you can have that. Yeah, you can have another one. Just cause rap, like, people, I think they made people listen to it when you come into the state. Like, here go your headphones. You gotta listen to Alicia Keys. What you got?
Yeah, once you cross the bridge, it's Empire State of Mind. You gotta think about Alicia Keys and Jay-Z now, right? So now check this out. Talk about another ill feature. Back to back here. You know what I'm saying? It's Jigga. You know, it should be no surprise that it's back to back features with Jigga, right? So, Can I Get Her? Right? You got 2/3 of what would have been Murder Inc. And for all you hip hop historians, Murder Inc. was going to be Jay-Z, Ja Rule, DMX. So if you get 2 out of the 3 on one track, that's some heavy hitter. That's heavy hitter right there. So what female could go with those 2? They chose Emil. She was a part of the Rock La Familia family, you know what I mean, for a short stint, you know what I mean? And she hopped on the track, Can I Get Her? With Jigga, who is one of the GOATs, Ja Rule, who was on his way, but that joint was super dope. It made the Rush Hour 1 or 2 soundtrack, which was a big look for her. And she jumped on there, you know what I'm saying, on the hook. And, she spit some fire verses, you know what I mean? So she definitely contributed. She ain't slack. She ain't take away from the song. She definitely added value to the song. But Can I Get Her is a question, right? That we all should be asking, like, can I get an explanation as to why her career did not go any further than that? But this ain't no diss to Emil, because she definitely did her thing on Can I Get Her? You know what I'm saying? She shared a verse. She shared a moment with 2 of hip hop's like cornerstones. You know what I mean? So Can I Get Her? Emil, Jay-Z, Ja Rule, what you got?
That's interesting, right? So I'm going to go with somebody who was in a similar situation, female. She was on a track with the best-selling men in rap at the current time. And this female didn't just hold her own, she bodied the track. I'm going with Nicki Minaj on Monster. So you got Nicki Minaj talking about surroundings. She's surrounded with Jay-Z, Kanye West, Rick Ross, and all of them caught bodies. But the best body, pun intended, was Nicki Minaj. Know what I mean? Pick wig, thick ass, catching whip glass, like, know what I mean? Quick, fast, thick glass, catching big stash, like, whatever, like, I don't got the quick tongue, but yeah, that was Nicki Minaj. Like, I got caught up on the thick ass, like, pardon me, you know what I mean? The tongue, pun intended. But yeah, so all of them catching bodies on the track, but the best body on the track was Nicki Minaj. Amongst all of them people, all them giants, the people kept going back to that track and rewinding Nicki Minaj's verse. What you got?
We're gonna pay homage because that is one of the illest verses. So as I sit back and pay homage, I'm gonna throw that book because she did have the best body, you know what I'm saying, in every aspect of that joint. And most times she gonna have the best body on any joint that she do any guy. You get that book for sure.
Nah, I mean, so next one, I'm going for a jewel that most people don't remember, right? So I'm gonna go with Missy on The Things You Do. So like, how dope is your feature when your feature blows your career up larger than the actual artist song that you're on, right? So Gina Thompson had a hit single, The Things That You Do, right? And it was a dope song, especially for the time. But a little known Missy Elliott came into the track and yelled her way into stardom on the track. So, like, when I think of features, I gotta go with somebody like Missy Elliott, because we all know who Missy Elliott now is and what her career became, and it all jumped off because of an ill feature on a hot song, because she just came in on the end of the track chilling with, at the time we like, oh, that's Puff, oh, that's Big, oh, that's some chick in a tracksuit next to her who just, you know what I mean, fly kicks, that you do, the one who just with the funny sounds, like, but we knew it was something about her. And that's something, she just kept that something going for years and years ago. That super talented spark plug was Missy Elliott. Yeah, what you got?
All right, so shout out to Missy. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait to see what that versus battle look like too. You know what I mean? Because I can't think of anybody who's a singer, songwriter, producer, visionary. Like, she's like a hip hop alien. You know what I mean? In the best sense of the word. But gotta get the finger ready and hit it with the not so fast. You know what I mean? Not so fast. So now you talk about, you know, hometown favorite, one of the best-selling artists of all time. You know, 1/3 of one of the illest groups ever created, whether it be hip-hop, R&B, rock, roll, country, whatever. She teams up with arguably one of the greatest top two on everybody's list. I'm lying, but in my mind, he in the top two on everybody's list. And we talking about none other than Lauryn Hill, who was featured on Nas's joint, If I Rule the World. And for many, many years, she did rule the world, because Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, that album was like the blueprint of what ladies pretty much, that you can kind of make it in the industry without showing and being all crazy, right? She got on that joint, and to start the track, she used her voice as an instrument. Like, she harmonized. She sings the hook. The only thing she didn't do was spit, and I think she didn't do that because Nas kind of knew what it was. He was just like, yo, this is one of my ill singles, and if I let this woman spit on this track, they might take it off my album and put it on her album, and that might take away from what it is that I got going on. You know what I'm saying? Nas was a visionary back then. He was just like, yo, I'm gonna get her on the track, but I ain't gonna do like Mobb Deep did and let her spit. You know, no disrespect to Mobb Deep, but like, Nas knew what it was. He was like, yo, if I get her on this track, it's gonna go. If I get her on this track, it's definitely gonna go. But if I really get her on this track, it's gonna go away from me and go to her. So, Lauryn Hill, If I Rule the World, dope duo, one of the illest collabs to this date, you know what I mean? And her contribution to the culture is next level, otherworldly, and to team up with that cat and make that song what it was and what it is was truly like it was something for hip hop, it was something for pop culture, it was something for the world Lauryn Hill, Nas, If I Rule the World.
Now that you're saying it, I think it must have been something in the contract that said Lauryn Hill could not sing uninterrupted for like longer than 25 seconds. Because now I'm thinking about the song now, and it's like if she went too long, Nas just said something like she'd be like woo doo doo. He'd be like life. I wonder, like, yo, dog, let it go. Like, she was in the song. He like, oh, shoot, she killing it. I got to think of something. He just kept breaking it up. I wonder. Could it take me under? I don't know. Like, dog, because she was in there killing it. Like, it didn't really need, it's as dope and as great as Nas is.
Yo.
You almost feel like you didn't need him in the song because she was just like, doo-doo-doo. Dude, like, I mean, they could have came out with a Lauryn Hill version of the song. Like, it really was that dope. Like, yeah. You just take my book, like, yeah, huh? Whew. God, dog. Yeah, you got that. What you got?
Yo, my face is red because these jokers crazy. It's just crazy as hell, yo. But listen. What I got? Ill features, female ill features, in recognition of Women's History Month. We trying to just pay homage, to the versus battle that happened last night. Shout out to Raekwon, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Ghostface, but we gonna keep it pushing. Now this one kind of shocked me because when you hear these two names, you don't think of music together. You think of something completely different. You got Miss Bodak Yellow, right? Then you have Mr. Happy Go Lover. That's the pause. You know what I mean? Bruno Mars. When you think of Bruno Mars and Cardi B, you damn sure do not think of a collaboration at all. But somehow it came together. I kind of like the joint.
Yeah, that joint tough.
And I was shocked. I'm like, man, this shit is going to sound crazy. It's not a good look. At that time, he was on top of the world. You know what I mean? Like, I bought his first album, and I played every song. Anytime somebody make an album when your kids love the music, you gotta buy it and you gotta play it because it keep them quiet and it give you some time. And I'm listening to his album. I'm like, damn, this Joker album is dope as hell. I never bought a Cardi B album, but I'm not supposed to, I don't think, right? So when I heard the song, Finesse, I was like, yo, let me just, I'm a fan of the culture. Let me just see what it's about. And yo, she surprised me. Like, she showed range. Like, she really showed range, man. Like, and surprisingly, the two looked like they worked well together. Like, I could see them on stage performing that song, and people not turning away thinking, what the hell going on? Like, I could see that song didn't derail his career like it might have done some other people's. Like, they figured out a way to make that work. And for that, I salute, like, Cardi B for showing people, like, yo, you know what? You think I'm going to be this nasty old chick in every song I do? I got a trick for all of y'all. What I got is a bag that y'all ain't think I was going to get. But Cardi B, Bruno Mars, like, finesse, like, they truly finesse that joint.
That's a hell of a collab right there. So I'm gonna have to go with some big guns here. So I'm gonna go with somebody who was rarely ever the feature, because she's usually always like the headliner. She's always the person that brings the people in. I'm going with Beyonce. Savage. I'm going with the Savage remix, because we talking about keeping your kids quiet, a song that people love. All I heard this past season, I'm a savage. Classy, bougie, ratchet. Now, we all heard these words, right? But the crazy part is we heard these words from 3-year-olds to 65-year-olds. The range was bonkers, like crazy bonkers. Like, I was looking at little girls like, You just learned how to talk yesterday. How are you classy, bougie, ratchet? And then I'm hearing senior citizens. Know what I mean? Like, you just found out what TikTok was yesterday. How are you classy, bougie, ratchet? Like, but the range was classic. Like, But then Beyonce dropped on it. Now, we all know Beyonce, ultra rich, ultra beautiful, got the beehive behind her. So you got this song, picked up the wave. You got Beyonce, who is the wave. And then you might as well call them the Grammy sisters now. Like, the Grammy sisters done teamed up together. And Beyonce, who like tried to hit us with the hip hop quotable to make sure people know, even though I sit on this crown, I'm ultra relatable. Hit him with the, yo, baby, if you don't got to jump to put jeans on, baby, you don't feel my pain. Like, yo, once she said that, hell done broke loose. Like, I done heard so many chicks like, oh, yeah, if you don't jump to put jeans on, baby, you don't feel my pain. Like, oh, man, now it was like hip hop classic now. Like, B said it. Now it's like, but the visual that I got was great for me. But yeah, so if I'm going with features, I'm going with Beyonce. Yeah, what you got?
I got a contract snafu because it clearly states that you can't be throwing Beyonce in the mix because, if you go against Beyonce, that's like talking about, the alphabet people and all that. Like, you can't do that. You know what I mean? So I can't even try to get the book. So you know what? I got to take the queen of spades and give it to him. And I can't even be disrespectful with it. You know what I mean? I can be disrespectful with one of these. You can't be disrespectful when you're giving the book. Like, you gotta like show that, you know what? I'm gonna take this book and I'm gonna place it down right here, respectfully, because I don't want to mess with no beehive, C-hive, beehive. You know what I mean? What's the other one name? Stallion, the stable. I don't want to mess with the stable. All that. So, you know what? You got that. All hail to Beyonce and Megan Thee Stallion, because it's just like when Jay-Z said, yo, man, put on button-ups. Everybody on the planet start putting on button-ups. So 3-year-olds could be classy, bougie, and all that, and 65-year-olds could be shaking their ass, all because of you. You deserve a book if you could shift culture like that, just like that. So you got that for sure.
All right, so I'm going to keep it. I guess it's like keeping it in the family, right? Because my next feature, I'm going, keeping in the Destiny Child family, I'm going Kelly Rowland, Dilemma. So Nelly had a hot little song, Dilemma, and it wasn't complete without Kelly Rowland's voice. And I'm going with her because it was one of those songs like, yo, that was my joint. Know what I mean? I felt it. And it's definitely a rap song, but I definitely had it on some R&B playlists. You know what I mean? Like, that's how much of an effect Kelly had on that song. Like, the vibe, the feeling, it had the whole, you know what I mean, 2 miles per hour, so everybody see me, windows down, like the soft R&B feel, because it was Kelly voice with it. Like, yeah, Nelly had the rap going with it, but the feel was all Kelly's vibe. Like, well, think about it. Yeah, like her voice just killed it. Like, it was a feature and a half. And at the time back then, Kelly wasn't getting her full credit, so they ain't even know she could come with the heat rock like that. So Kelly coming with that heat rock, at the time, I think everybody just was like, oh, shoot, yeah, that's what it do. Yeah, so what you got?
You talk about heat rock and a song that could be on your R&B playlist. You can't go without referencing the one half of Blackout. You can't go referencing like the voice from Yonkers, the voice who has featured on everybody's joint, the voice who was the beacon of light and the beacon of hope for every chick that ever had a bad relationship ever, whether it was with her father, with her mother, with her dog, with the goldfish, with her boyfriend, with her girlfriend, with her brother, with her sister, with her pastor, with the pizza guy, like everything relationship wise and everything that you could do to heal within a relationship. If you need to hear some music, you got to go to this one right here. You know what I mean? If you need a bucket, you used to go to Jason Kidd, Allen Iverson, because they're going to drop you a dime and you're going to score. You need to get through some stuff, you got to go with this broad right here, right? She teamed up with one of the members of the Wu. Shout out to the Wu. Method Man and Mary J. Blige, You're All I Need. That song was so hot. Method and Mary got a Grammy from this song right here, yo. And it can't get no simpler, like, yo, you're all I need to get by. You know what I mean? And the two of them, I ain't really see that coming together too, but then when you hear it, it make all the sense in the world. Yo, Meth is a real nigga. He a real street dude. You know what I mean? He a real cat. You know what I mean? He need Mary. You know what I'm saying? And Mary, you know, she got her issues and all that. She need Meth. And when they came together, the music that they made took them all the way to the Grammys. So we are all we need to get this bag, because you plus me or me plus you equal Grammy. Grammy equal more money, more problems. Shout out to Big. But Meth and Mary, You're All I Need, was all they needed to set themselves up to be all that and then some. Yo, shout out to Mary J. Blige, shout out to Method Man, you know what I mean, for one of the illest collabos and a perfect duo in the hip hop culture. They like another version of Bonnie and Clyde.
Yeah, he gonna talk about me cheating. I consider this cheating. Know what I mean? Like Mary J. Blige, I figured Mary J. Blige was like taboo. Know what I mean? So I ain't even had no, like, yo, he got Mary J. Blige. Like, Mary J. Blige is like making it. Like, you know, in rap, you know how it is. Like, I did songs with Mary J. Blige, my niggas, like, that's showing you made it. Like, you made it when you did a song with Mary J. Blige. Yeah, take that book. I'm gonna be real disrespectful. Take it, pick it up from over there, man. Go ahead. What you got?
Women's History Month, collabing, the illest collabs ever. You gotta include the first ill female group, Salt and Pepper. Salt and Pepper was a lot different from what we used to, right? They made happy music, you know. So what a man, what a mighty good man. They collab with one of the sexiest groups of all time in my estimation. What you got for one of the sexiest groups? En Vogue. That's what you got. En Vogue. I can't go any further without doing this for En Vogue, because it was a chick that I grew up with in Irvington, and I went too far. I ain't gonna go. You know what I'm saying? En Vogue.
What you got? Indicted.
I done told on myself, yo. That's like the brothers that be on the block, they got their name on the back of their jacket, and the cop be like, yo, come here, Malik. How you know my name? Dummy, I just did a dummy thing, right? So, Salt and Pepper, En Vogue. That song was real hip-hop, but it had crossover appeal. What made it crossover? When you mix hip-hop and R&B, and I think that's one of the first times that females collab with each other. You know what I mean? I think those are two of the first groups to collab with each other, R&B, hip-hop, to make a song. R&B plus hip-hop equal popular. So that song was good for hip-hop culture. It was good for R&B, which is attached to hip-hop culture, and it crossed over. You know what I mean? That's how big and how powerful that song was. That collaboration, right, in recognition of Women's History Month, right? That collaboration was so dope that I forget what year that song, that at least 25 years ago that song comes out. Probably before that, probably longer than that. It makes it to Coming to America. And in the finale, can you imagine that 25 plus years ago, y'all cross boundaries and y'all trendset and y'all trailblaze, right? And you get acknowledged for it in one of the biggest major screen films ever, the most anticipated sequel in film ever, one of the most anticipated sequels, and you make it to be in the finale, the conclusion, the end of that movie. That's super, super dope, and that just goes to speak to how dope that song was and how that collaboration was necessary for the culture. What you got?
See, this is my man's, and he trying to come with them bangers, but I'm going to have to respectfully take this, and I'm going to go to California, and I'm going to have to take it to Canada, and I'm going to have to bring it back down to Jersey and slam it down. Because while In Vogue and Salt and Pepper were banging, literally banging, you can't celebrate women with a song that say, what a man, what a mighty, mighty good man. Know what I mean? So I'm going to go with the hottest woman feature, with Moni Love, and a song that's saying what we want to say. The clear message, ladies first, right? Ladies first. Plus, Moni killed it. She had a hot rhyme style that was ahead of her time, paired up with Queen Latifah, one of the GOATs of rap. And, you know, the song was banging. The daggone message was banging, and like Moni said at the time, like, yo, what Moni hit him with, next up is me, the MONOELOVE, and I'm first, cause I'm a LDIE. Know what I mean? Like, yo, it's everything you need combined. Like, this junk is just super dope. Ladies first. So when we talking about the message and everything that we want to get across, yeah, ladies first. Put it up.
Yeah, there's gonna be some changes out here.
Who said that the ladies couldn't make it? You must be blind if you don't believe what here. Listen to this rhyme. Ladies first, this is time to be first and divine in my mind experience.
Sister, can I get some show Money Love? Grab the mic and get dumb. Crazy not for being sickly, but I am born in LD. Yo, it's just, feature wise, awesome. What you got?
Listen, man. I think that every kid, man, child, boy, joker from the street, book nerd, when they saw Moni Love, they was like, yo, ladies first for real. Like, I'm still in love with Moni Love. And I never met her. Probably she gonna be on the show soon. So listen, Moni Love, if you listening, we would love to have you on this show. I just wanna look into the camera and let you know that I'm giving you the book. You know what I mean? I'm giving you the book. The Queen of Spades went to the other queen, but I got another queen right here. You know what I mean? And I'm giving you the book because I ain't going against Moni Love, because when I meet you, you need to understand that I've been in love since, I just indicted myself again. But Moni Love, Queen Latifah, you know what I mean? Y'all got it for sure. Ladies First was definitely groundbreaking, definitely necessary. And in respect to Women's History Month, you can't go against the Queen and Moni. You know what I mean? For sure.
No doubt. So we talking female features and music. And the next one, I'm going to go with rap was coming with a different time with these hybrid, like, female artists that was sexy, getting money, showing that they had bars, all these combos. Like, it wasn't a pick a lane type thing. It was we doing all of them, right? So I'm going with Foxy Brown, I Shot Ya. Right? So here you got Foxy Brown coming in, and she got to go toe-to-toe ripping hardcore lyrics with Keith Murray, LL, Fat Joe, ripping some New York style braggadocious. I'm getting money, doing all this while I'm looking sexy, doing all that. And Foxy Brown did it adequately, doing her thing. Like, everybody like, yo, who this chick? Like, she talking big money, big like I could stand toe to toe. And she talking sexy too. Like, it was kind of like who this? But you know, I shot ya. Like, but the lyrics was on par, everything. Like, yeah, we in a new ball game now. Like, know what I mean? Grab the bra. Like, what's up? Oh, let me grab my gun. Like, you know, it was like a mixture. Like, what you ready for? Because I'm ready for everything. Foxy Brown, I shot ya.
Some niggas get their necks to shake, so down we sip drinks, rockin' necks, flashing rings.
Yeah, all that. Heat rock in the sky.
Goodness, yo. I'm trying to take my jacket off, boy. It just got hot in here. It just got heavy. It got hot in this place right here. Like, she is, that's definitely underrated, you know. Same thing like Emil. We just trying to figure out what the hell happened. Because, you know, Emil on the track with 2/3 of Murder Inc. She on the track with one of the GOATs. And she on the track with Keith Murray. That was only a couple females could kind of find pockets with flowing with some hardcore spitters. And she definitely was one of them. But if you talking about BK in the building, you talking about females who featured on some tracks that's some of the illest tracks of all time, you can't go without mentioning, you know, the original Queen Bee. No disrespect, because I don't want no problems with the black and yellow bees. You know what I'm saying? Lil Kim on Quiet Storm. Lil Kim on Quiet Storm, not only did she sing the hook, they messed up. Like, they didn't follow Nas's blueprint. And I don't know what song came first, If I Rule the World or Quiet Storm. But Nas knew that if he let Lauryn Hill spit, at some point, once the song was released years later, if a young kid heard that song, they're gonna be like, yo, Lauryn Hill's song was dope as hell. You know what I'm saying? Somebody listens to Quiet Storm right now, you know what they're gonna say? Yo, Lil Kim bodied that joint. Who was them other dudes on the song? That's what's up, yo. But that beat was dope as hell. She bodied that joint. Then they let a motherfucker take the feature in the video. So she completely took over the entire song. No disrespect to Mobb Deep, you know, no disrespect to none of them cats. But Lil Kim on Quiet Storm, that's on one of everybody's favorite hip hop songs ever. And they should have known, because Junior Mafia Get Money, she closes out the joint and bodies the joint. You know what I mean? And made that song hers too. So anybody who's featuring Lil Kim on a song, you are taking a calculated risk. You taking a calculated risk, because if she's on her shit that day, and a lot of features she on, she really not off. Like, when she on, she on. If you ask her to sit down and be a part of this project, you taking a calculated risk that I may derail my part in whatever song she on. And that's exactly what happened, because Quiet Storm for sure is definitely one of the illest features that she's ever been on. You know what I'm saying? One of the illest features ever, period. You know what I mean? Lil Kim, Quiet Storm. Shout out to Foxy Brown, though. Shout out to Foxy Brown. You know, she killed it as well. But I ain't really thinking about I Shot You. I hear Quiet Storm, and that's where my brain is at, yo. I can't wait for Lil Kim part. You know what I'm saying? Like, fast forward that, yo. Just play her part, yo. Yeah, what you got?
Yo, it's funny that you said that, because he taking two two like heavyweight titans. So you got Foxy Brown, you got Lil Kim. And I was thinking, because I was going to be tight with this, like, nah, we was going to wrestle right now for this book. But know what the deciding factor for me is? Something you just said about it. Because, like, if I'm in a spot, if I'm in a party, if I'm in something, and they play Quiet Storm, sometimes they only play Kim part. They don't play anybody. They don't play the rest of these jokers' spot. Like, they don't play their verses. They only play Kim part. So it ain't even like you gotta wait for Kim. They only play Kim part and then they skip and go to the next song. So like you let somebody on your song and then years later, they don't even play your part of the song. They only play the guest. Hell no. You know how mad you'll be if you let somebody on your song and then like say 15, 10 years later, whatever, they only play their part. They don't play your part. They only play the person that you like let on. Hell no. You be like, nah, it's my song. How the hell you letting them in? It's my song. Hell no. Yeah, so the Queen, you get the book, man. I got you, Kim. You got it. What you got?
Man. All right. So now, we going back to the Queen, the original Queen Bee, right? She gets on the track called Lady Marmalade. I don't know why the hell they would name it that track or just Marmalade, But if you know what Marmalade is and you look at that, you're like, all right, I can get it. And then if you see the video, you can get it. You know what I mean? But when you look at the track, right, it's Christina Aguilera, it's Pink, and I think in the movie like Cher and all these other like real pop culture like that, Z100 type artists, right? And then they say, yo, who can we put on this track for us to cross over? So now that track is pop culture for real. That's all on the other side. Like hip hop, R&B, reggae, that's on this side, right? We get this little piece of the pie. The rest of the pie is all of that Z100, 99.3, all of that, right? They say, so who could we get on this track for us to get some of their fans, right? The real culture fans. Let's get Lil Kim. They didn't consult Nas first because Lil Kim hops on this track with these two, pop, culture icons in their own right. And Lil Kim get on there and spit some crazy shit. And takes that song over too. And then they say, yo, we want you to be in the video and dress all crazy, right? They messed up again. Because now she come in there, she's a sexy hip-hop, now pop culture superstar, and she bodies your song, and she bodies your video, and the only reason people listen to it now is because of who? Lil Kim. You know what I mean? So, all of y'all should be thankful that Lil Kim keeps y'all relevant because Christina Aguilera goes on to do work with Diddy and some other people. Pink, you know what I mean? She came in under the sort of hip-hop umbrella. Then when she got her little fame, she took off, you know what I mean? And shit wasn't bubbling for us. So they said, yo, we need to get Lil Kim for me to kind of get back in the good graces. So Marmalade, shout out to Women's History Month. Shout out to Lil Kim. She rounded out the last two. This What You Got episode. Bro, what you got?
It's crazy because I'm thinking about it, right? So Lil Kim actually was real instrumental in a lot of things, right? So she wasn't the feature in what I got going on, but in this case, she was the captain. I guess she learned from them experiences, like, yo, they be using me for this, that, and the third. So she got smart, and she was like, know what? Let me use this and let me form a team and let me show y'all how to do this right. So she had this song called Not Tonight. And I guess the music people, the A&R, whatever, they gave us some money and was like, yeah, we gonna let you do a video for a remix, yada, yada. And she made a song called Ladies Night. Now, it's the Not Tonight remix, but it got so big that people don't even know it's the Not Tonight remix because people just call it Ladies Night. Now, who's in Ladies Night? Now, it depends. It's a trick question. Now, you got some that's in the song. You got some that's in the video, because that list is super long for both. Now, in the song, you got Missy. You got the Brat. You got Left Eye. You even got Angie Martinez. Yes, that Angie Martinez. Now, does that play a part in the song blowing up? Maybe, because if you get somebody who is super affiliated with the #1 radio station, just happen to be on your song, are you going to get more spins, more play? Maybe, but whatever. Didn't need it when you got this titanic lineup of already got Lil Kim, you got Missy, you got the Brat, got Left Eye with it already, and then you throw Angie Martinez rapping in it, but like she said in her verse, you got an all-star team. Then you got the slickness of this, right? So we talking about celebrating women, women's culture and all this, and how women should be treated, the messages and all this. They were smart enough to have one of the dopest women videos that I've ever seen. So it's like them in some remote location, pretty much with women in charge, partying, having the time of their life, getting massages, partying, just living their best life, right? With only men around are catering to the ladies, right? So they around doing their thing, is men around servicing them, doing everything else. And guess what? The women are around just doing them, celebrating them. Now, the celebrity list of women there ranges from musicians, the athletes, the actresses, anybody who was anybody during that time period. You could catch them in this video. It's like they all was supporting each other, and they was like, look, we support each other. It's love in the building. It was super dope. And it was dope to see at that time, to say like, oh shoot, these ladies is on point. So if we're going to celebrate women, you could start with a video with Ladies Night to show how it's done. Like, clothes on, doing a thing, representing, message here is Ladies Night, we doing it. You know what I mean? Besides the rising to the top and it don't stop, you know what I mean? They burnt the house down, literally. What you got?
Y'all see how these bogus niggas try not to notice the dope bitches approaching with good intentions, but focusing on their riches. If it's too hot, then get the
She just blew the computer up. She blew the computer up. Damn, yo. Like, that's the perfect way to end the show. I was listening to him, and I'm like, damn, like, here go who was in the video that I've seen, and I might have missed a whole bunch. Mary J, SWV, Escape, of course, Angie Martinez, one of my favorites. Missy, of course, The Brat, Lil Kim, Left Eye, Queen Latifah, Total, the chick from the TV show that LL Cool J was, In the House. Like, it's just and it go on and on and on and on and on and on and on. And listen, we did this show to pay homage to the ladies. You know what I mean? It's a versus, but everybody win. Like, the culture win. But that video, that song was like the ultimate collab. It was the ultimate feature. It was the ultimate contribution to the culture that we've ever really seen. You know what I'm saying? That shit was like the self-destruction, like the nice version of self-destruction. There was so much hip hop star power in the video Self-Destruction that, you know, that's what made the song so big. Like, We Are the World, like every major superstar in the world was on that song. That song right there, you know, Ladies Night, yo, this dude stayed with the heat. You know, he stayed with the heat. You know what I mean? He fried the computer. He probably fried the you know, what we recording on now. He probably fried the camera. The lights done shut off. But nah, he got the book. He got the book. He got the big joker for sure.
Shout out to like R&B group Black, Lisa Leslie. Like, it was, like you said, it was too many to name. But much love to females, man. Like, keep it 100. We was going through like music. and it was just way too many to name because there's so many dope females that was featured on songs. But you know, we just go with the dopest during our time period that we go with. But shoot, you could go with so many. Shoot, Doja Cat just jumped on Best Friend just now. Like, you know what I mean? It's so many dope songs out there. We love all of them. Just keep them all up, man. Just keep it 100. We just wanted to do something to celebrate women and the music that's going on, jumping on the verses that just happened. And we just wanted to show our way to show you that what we got is appreciation and love for y'all.
And with that being said, it's been real. It's been fun. This is going to be the new platform. We're going to be releasing episodes of the What You Got show every Wednesday at 8 o'clock on the What You Got YouTube channel. Be looking for that soon. The What You Got podcast is going to be popping off real soon, so be looking for that. And so, ladies and gentlemen, you know, we appreciate y'all's support. And until next time, What You Got. Peace.
What you got?